Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chitty Chat with Ray. How y'all doing today, guys? Today we're having crab legs and some shrimp noodles. And I'm going to say a prayer first. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Father God, I ask that you please bless this food and bless the hands that have prepared it and let it be nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, guys. We got the noodles all stirred up. I got seasoning all through the pan, so if you guys see me scraping up some seasoning, I'm scraping it up from the crab legs and stuff. Okay, and we also have some peach Snapple tea. Also, this is not 2 times spicy, but it's carbonara, so it's like a spicy cheese basically. So I'm gonna try it with the noodles. If you guys didn't notice already, yes, I love spicy food. If it's not spicy, it's not right. Gonna add just a little bit to our noodles. It's cheesy. That's good. That is cheesy. Okay. So again, yes, I did bake my seafood. Yes, I did. So today, guys, I have a topic that I want to talk about. And the topic that I want to talk about is, excuse me, judgment and assumptions. That's what we're going to talk about today. We sure is. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so noodles all mixed up. We're going to eat and chat. So, first let's start with assumptions. Why is it Why is it that people are so quick to judge? It's like people get judged, or you get judged by everything and anything. You get judged by your hair. You get judged by your skin color. You get judged by the way you talk. You get judged by how many kids you have. It's like people are so quick to judge and assume and don't ask, questions. Don't do nothing. Just some people go off of hearsay. They judge you off of hearsay. Some people just judge you by just looking at you, and it's just like, why? It's just like, I don't get it. It's like, I just don't understand it. It's like people just so quick to judge. It's like, why? It's like you take more time out your life to judge a person. For one, you don't even know the person. And even if you did know the person, you're judging a person off of whatever, your perspective of them or whatever. This is a lime. I'm going to squeeze some of my noodles. But you just judge. Oh, man. It's just mind-boggling. Like, I just don't understand. Like, people judge off the spouse. It's just like, why? Like, why do you find, or how could you find time in your life to judge somebody or be so, like, judgmental of them? It's like, I don't understand it. And then it's like the ones that know the truth, they won't even say nothing. They'll sit there and let a person assume or judge you until they can't assume and judge you no more. And it's just like, why? Like, I don't see how people have the time, the energy, even the patience to be so worried about somebody else. It's like, you never know how somebody's life is. You never know what somebody went through in life, but you're so quick to judge them. Like, do you sit down and ask them questions? Like, why do you do this, or why is this, or why is that? No. The first thing you do is just judge. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to assume this, I'm going to judge that. Like, basically off of nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, because you never know what somebody is going through. You don't know. Nobody knows. I mean, unless somebody tells you, and unless you've seen it firsthand, you don't know what nobody goes through. It's like, you don't have a heaven or a hell to put a person in, so you feel like you could just judge. Like, how? Your life may be perfect, or you may be portraying that you're perfect, but in all reality, nobody's perfect, to be honest. So it's like, judge not that ye be judged. Because you got to think about it. All the judging that you're doing now, later on in life, you're going to be judged. Later on in life, you're going to be assumed, or whatever, however you want to look at it. It's just like, man, I had this subject on my chest, my mind, my heart, my soul for a while now, and it's been there for so long, it's like I can't even put it in words, Oh, that's hot. Not spicy temperature. But I just don't understand it. It's like, I don't know. I guess I need help understanding it. Some things aren't meant to be understood neither, but I just don't understand it. And then my whole thing is like, in all this time that you're judging a person, did you ever come out and try to help a person? Like, you're doing all this judging about a person. You're doing all this assuming about a person. But did you extend a helping hand to this person, or advice, or whatever may have you? Like, did you do any of that outside of your judging? Like, no, you don't do that. No, you just assume and judge. And that's it. When you just never know. A person can walk outside and have on like non-name brand shoes, and a person will see them like, oh my gosh, they're broke. How do you just assume that a person is broke by what they have or what they're wearing, or because they live in an apartment or they live in a condo, whatever, live with their parents, however it may go. How can you just assume and judge off of that? Like, even if you do know the person, even if you do know their lifestyle and background, how can you judge them? Like, I just don't understand. And then it's like the ones that know the truth or know, and you sit there and you let a person assume or judge a person when you know this person's truth. You're just as wrong. You are just as wrong as that person judging that person or assuming about that person. You're just as wrong because you knew, or you know, the truth behind this person, but yet you sat there and you let a person judge her. Let a person judge her. And it's like you didn't say anything. You just let him assume. So, in my opinion, it's all over based off my opinions, I feel as though you're just as wrong. You're just as wrong. I don't know. Me personally, I don't judge people. I don't judge people because nobody's perfect. Nobody lives a perfect life. No matter how much you try to portray that you just live this perfect life, nobody's perfect. So it's like, judge them for what? I would rather help you than judge and assume anything regarding you. Like, and I'm not quick to take a person's word of mouth, you know what I mean, about a person. You know, it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna judge them off their car because somebody else said something, you know, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm gonna get to know a person first. Not even before I judge you, but before I really know you. You know, and by me getting to know you doesn't mean I'm judging you. By me not wanting to be around you or anything, that's not me judging you. You know, that none of that is judgment. Judgment is when you sit and you see a person, like I said, don't have on the latest shoes, or a person, you know, drives a certain car. Judgment, you're judging them by their car, by their job, you know, by their color of their hair, their skin color. That's placing judgment on somebody. Like, for what? And the ones that assume, oh my goodness, man, assumptions is something. Because people really assume a lot. And it, to me, my personal opinion, I feel like the ones that judge and assume, like, they're like the worst type of people because they think they know it all, or they think they know everything. And it's like, no, you don't know. Did you ask any questions before you assumed? Did you ask any questions before you judged? No, you didn't. You just went straight to assuming and judging. I don't know. This world is just, whew. I just don't understand it. Like, I just don't see, what do you get out of judging a person? What do you get out of assuming something? Right? What do you get out of that? To me, I feel like you don't get anything out of it, to be honest with you. But you may feel like you're gaining a whole lot of it. Gaining a whole lot out of it. I don't see how, but whatever. You know, to each his own. But to me, I don't like to be around people, personally. I don't like to be around people that judge and assume. I don't like that. No, ma'am. Not my cup of tea. I don't like that. Because again, you're judging a person when you don't know what somebody's going through. It's like I just don't like it. I know, we all get judged every day. People judge me every day. I know people judge you every day. You know, I get that. I understand that. And I know you can't please everybody. But I just feel like The ones that judge and assume should start taking a look into their inner self before you assume about somebody else or judge somebody else. Take a look in yourself and ask yourself, am I perfect? Am I perfect? And then from there, but yeah, I definitely feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong for people to judge. I feel like it's wrong for people to assume without even asking questions or even knowing a situation or none of that. It's just like, I'm going to just jump to assume. Why? Like, what do you get out of that? I'm just going to assume because, oh, I may know them or I may know of them, so I'm just going to assume, what? I don't understand it. This was a dry line, but I don't understand it. And to me, I just feel like people that judge and assume are miserable people, to be honest. Misery loves company. And people that judge and assume, you gotta be miserable because it's like you're just judging a person and assuming a person off of nothing. It sounds like misery to me. It's just like, to each his own. That's how I look at it. It's my opinion. You're miserable. Take it or leave it. It's like, whatever. But yeah, that's definitely how I feel. And I've been feeling this way for a while now. And I just wanted you guys' opinions on judgment and assumptions. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Because I'm quite sure we all get judged. I forgot, unless you're perfect. If you're perfect, you don't get judged. I forgot. Yeah. But yes, we all get judged. And most of us all assume. So, to answer that question, what do you get out of it? What do you get out of that? I mean, your friends, your family, co-workers, your church family, all of that. It's like they just judge and assume and don't even ask. It's like, I just don't get what people get out of that. When I'm quite sure, but it's not a written fact, but I'm quite sure that if you ask the person what they're going through or, anything, just ask them. I'm quite sure some people might come out and tell you. Instead of for you assuming and judging, ask them. Because some people will tell you the truth. Oh, why you got on those sneakers? Because I'm not paying XX amount of money for no sneakers, that's not worth it, or, however you want to say it. It's just like, just ask. Like, I just wish people could just start asking questions instead of just jumping straight to assuming. Like, start asking first before you just assume or judge. Ask them. And you just never know. That person might be waiting for somebody to come out and ask them a question so they could tell them, or whatever. It's just like, you just never know. And I guess you'll never know because your first thing to do is judge and assume. I don't get it. Like I said, I guess I'll never get it. And then, I may hurt a little feelings with this one. But, I'm going to say it. It be the ones that judge and assume, man, that their life ain't even on track. Yeah, I said it. You quick to judge and assume about somebody else, and your life ain't even right. So how you feel like you could judge and assume somebody else? When you ain't even living right. How you do that? You can't. Because again, same way you're doing judging and assuming, one day you're going to get judged. And that's the most important judgment that day. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. But I feel like he's the only one that can judge. Nobody can judge somebody else. See, me personally, I don't care if you judge or assume anything about me, to be honest. Because I have nothing to prove to anybody here on earth. Nothing. I'm only worried about one judge. You know, I can care less if you judge or assume anything regarding me. Anything. And I get judged every day, to be honest. And it don't make me lose any sleep or, lose myself. It doesn't cause me to do none of that because your judgment means nothing to me. Nothing. Your assumptions mean nothing to me. It doesn't mean nothing to me at all. Because again, the ones that do the judging and assuming, your life isn't even perfect. But you feel like you can judge and assume somebody else. I don't get it. Excuse me. And if you know the truth about somebody, and you hear someone judging and assuming them, like I said earlier, you're just as wrong as that person. So you should sit back and look in yourself too. Because you knew the truth, and you know the truth. And you know this person, or you know their situation, however it may go. You know. And you just sit back and you're just like, well, I'm just going to let them assume. I'm just going to let them judge. No, that's wrong. You're still wrong too. Just because it didn't initially come out of your mouth, the assumptions and judgment, you're still just as wrong. You're still just as wrong as that person. Because you never clarified it. You never justified it nor clarified it. So you let that person assume and judge when you know the truth or you knew the truth. So you're just as wrong. And that's my opinion. That's why we all have one. But yeah, this subject has been on my mind for a long time because people are just baffling with the judgment and the assumptions. And I just feel like nobody, I don't know how many times I can say it, but I just feel like nobody, ooh, that was hot. I just feel like nobody could judge or assume a person, like, when you're not living right, so, wow, I don't understand it. Yeah, I just hope that the same judging that you're doing, you be ready for that day, your judgment day. And you just be ready. What is that? You just be ready for the day when you're judged. And I hope you're ready. But we all gonna get judged one day. We all gonna get judged one day. And I just hope you ready But you can't place judgment on somebody else and not be able to handle the judgment back at you. I think about that too. Because the same way you judge somebody, same way somebody could judge you. And you're going to get judged. Like I said, we're all going to get judged one day. We're all. So just be mindful of your judgment. Because like I said, you're not perfect neither. Nobody's perfect. No matter how much you try to live your life like you're perfect, nobody's perfect. We all fall short. So just remember that judging that you're doing, you're going to get judged. So, that's all I have to say on that. I just had to come talk to y'all and let y'all know about, how I felt regarding that situation. I'm getting full, y'all. Them noodles fill me up. So it happens when you have such a small stomach anyway. Like my stomach, I barely eat a lot anyway. But yeah. These are all just like end pieces and stuff. Oh, just a disaster. But yes. I just hope this reaches somebody and they just look into themselves and try to help some things. Try to do some things different. Excuse me. Yep. People are just so quick to judge and assume. And assumptions are just something, man. Assumptions can really be mind altering, basically. Because when a person assumes or has an assumption, it's like it's up there and it's stuck up there. It's like they refuse to change their mind because they just assume and they know it all. It's like you don't know. You don't know. So just remember, the next time that you assume and judge, somebody is assuming and judging you too. Just remember that. And that's the biggest judge of them all. So just remember, we're all going to get judged one day. Just not the way that you're doing it. Just not in your shape or form. These crab legs are so good with this shrimp noodles. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. This little heater keeps hitting my hand. And keep hitting my hand. Man, I'm full, y'all. I came just to chit chat for a little bit. Let some things off my chest that I was feeling. Yep. And basically, like I said, just stop being so quick to judge people. Stop being so quick to assume about anything, about a person. Just, ooh, that shell was hot. But yeah, just don't be so quick to do it. Just ask yourself, before I judge this person, am I perfect, or am I being judged too? I know I'm getting judged and assumed, like I said, every day. But none of it makes or breaks me, because it's just nothing but words. That's it. It don't pay my bills. It don't take care of my kids. Your judgment or assumption doesn't do anything for me, my household, my lifestyle. Nothing. It's just you just giving out extra energy by assuming and judging me. That's it. It doesn't benefit me in no way, shape, or form. And it doesn't make me lose anything either. It's not a loss to me. It's not a gain. It's just you wasting energy. Basically. Just sum it up. Yep. I'm okay. Because I'm full. And I'm just eating now. I don't know, about a handful of the noodles left. All my crabs are like broken up into pieces. I got about like 2 or 3 left of those. But yeah. I said I was going to leave, right? I'm still eating. But I am. I'm going to wrap it up. So y'all make sure that y'all leave me a comment. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know how y'all feel about today's topic. Assumptions and judgment. Let's talk about it. Yep. I want to hear y'all opinions on it. How y'all feel about assumptions and judgment. Excuse me. So yes, like I said, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget, the code is water bottle. Use the name Sheree for great deals and great offers. I didn't use it today because I wanted some tea and I didn't have no ice. So I was like, I'll just drink it out the cup. So yes, so like I said, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And you guys have a blessed day.